My name is Mina Megali. I'm the Senior Director for Riverbed Technology for Middle East and North Africa. I'm responsible for the operations over here and based out of Dubai. And we have a full team that covers the entire region for the Middle East and North Africa.
So this Riverbed has been a pioneer in driving the application performance, a lot of the application compatibility, a lot of networking type of performance things as a legacy, and going forward you've kept pace with the requirements for digital organizations. What are the innovations happening today? Take us up to date over there.
For sure. So I mean, we focus and specialize on innovations within the digital networking space, where our premise is very simple. We deliver any application, any data, anywhere, to anyone. And the premise is so simple that sometimes it requires a bit of explanation to get the hang of it. The majority lies with, one, I need to understand what is really happening with my network. I need to be understanding where's the application running, how is it performing according to my standards. Once I get that kind of visibility, then how do I solve some of the common problems that affect the application performance? Because at the end of the day, everyone has gone or undergoing the digital transformation. The reality is we're focusing on delivering that digital experience. Behind it is a human experience. So we want to ensure that we deliver on that human experience by seeing what is happening with my applications, with my networks, and solving some of the problems that might be affecting it.
In the past, the solutions have been very cumbersome, technically heavy, requiring very skilled type of engineers to optimize in the data center. How is the software-defined experience changing over the last couple of years?
Definitely, the software-defined move is a critical one to ensure that we remove the complexity layer and we ensure that we focus on delivering the data and delivering the applications to the right people in the right places without going through lines of code and routing matrices and whatnot. Today, software-defined means that I understand my user landscape, my application landscape, and marry them, and then the technology then immediately handles everything underneath. And that is what we're providing today with our software-defined WAN strategy.
So, I mean, when we talk to some of the large organizations handling databases, like for example Oracle and SAP, they talk about the autonomous coming in where you have inbuilt algorithms which optimize the performance, wait less for human engagement. What is the innovation happening over there in Riverbed in terms of automation, autonomous, AI, machine learning? Will these applications learn on their own based on the real life performance?
For sure. I mean, as Riverbed, as we discussed, part of what we provide is the visibility into digital networking as well on the application point of view. While we are picking up the metrics that is required for that, we are able to then take quick actions, and in that case the solution will take quick action in order to remediate some of the issues that could arise, whether it is a security issue or a performance issue. And that also through interacting with the rest of our solutions, whether it is from an SD-WAN point of view or a WAN optimization or application acceleration point of view, we work by collecting these performance metrics and then immediately act upon it automatically.
So tell me, nowadays the dashboards are getting increasingly important. So you can see the whole distribution of, let's say you're a data center and you can see all the organizations, the performance and so on. Or if you're an organization using multi-cloud or you have hosted your sites multiple places, what is the status of, let's say, the analytical dashboard, which allows you to drill down and see in one screen everything?
And that's a fantastic question, because today we have a separate solution that actually delivers just that delivers one pane of glass across all performance matrices, as well as management of a lot of our solutions. This, our portal in this case, combines different sources and allows any user or any organization to be able to pull the information that they require the way they want to see it. So we're making it easy, we're making it simple, so people can actually do that just through clicks rather than scripting it or having the skill set required for something more complex.
Forward, what are the primary use cases coming up for your solution? In the past you've been with the legacy hardware, legacy networking. Going forward, where do you see your solutions fitting in more better than in the past?
We, again, because we focused delivering anything anywhere, so anything that is residing in cloud, residing on-premise, residing in branches that are far away or near, that remains our focus in order to see all that's happening and then deliver on that. Today, with our application acceleration and SaaS acceleration, I'm able to accelerate data traffic that is going to Office 365, to the likes of Dropbox and whatnot. So from our point of view, we are able to deliver on delivering that data for anyone, anywhere.
Very interesting point. Now, user experience. Let's say I'm a digital organization. I want to have the best possible digital user experience for my targeted customers. Where do I accelerate my front ends? That means, does it have to be at every single hop that is happening, a data center hop, or is it sufficient to do it where I'm hosting my application? Which is the recommended way for me to invest in your solution and get an excellent user experience?
From an acceleration point of view, we accelerate where the user is. So it could be their laptop or desktop, it could be a site, it could be a branch, it could be a data center. It doesn't matter to us, it just needs to be where the user is, and that's why we have different solutions that cater to that. And then from a data perspective, regardless where it is resided, if it's in the cloud, if it's SaaS, if it is on-premise, I just need to be closer to the data and closer to the user.
So let's look at the regional landscape. There's a lot of interest now in digitizing everything. Right? Every organization needs to be transformed, which means move to the cloud, move mobile, and the user experience is becoming fundamental, because if my competition has a better user experience, I will fall in the market. So tell me, from your point of view as heading the region and adjacent areas, what is happening in terms of the demand for your solutions?
The demand has been through the roof, with the government spending on the end user experience today across the region. We definitely see an uptake from the public sector. We've seen the uptake from banks, from retail, where end user experience today is super important. So they're reaching out in order to understand what is really happening, and that is the visibility part that we were talking about. At the same time, solving some of these problems, especially when it comes to mobile data and cloud-based data. This is where we're providing a lot of solutions that help them there.
So just to take you to a real life situation, my child has a horrible experience in school. For the simple reason that if they're using e-learning solutions,
yes,
then it's too slow, right? She uses the mobile, I see it's not loading. Where is the problem over here? Is it where the e-learning content is being hosted, or where is the solution?
Again, it could be anywhere. It could be the application itself. It could be the network. It could be where the data is hosted. And that's the reason why we'd love to provide the complete visibility in order to solve the real problem, because I cannot just say it is just that without having that visibility.
Interesting. So that means a solution is much more complicated than just putting it in one place. Going forward, in terms of innovation, what is happening in your solution and how is it mapped to the demand in the market?
From an innovation standpoint, we're continuously updating our solutions in order to meet the demand today with Dockers or cloud popping up in the region. We're able to immediately react to that and provide solutions that cater for that, whether again across the digital networking solution space. So we've released recently our SaaS acceleration products earlier this year. So that is in terms of understanding where the likes of Microsoft, the likes of Salesforce, etc., are pushing their data, and we reacted completely to that. And at the same time, we've just signed an OEM agreement a few months ago with Versa in order to expand our software-defined WAN solution, and again cater to the more complex and at the same time more demanding market from an SD-WAN perspective.
Yeah, across the regional landscape, Saudi, Qatar, UAE, GCC plus outside, are you seeing any sudden demands of delivery, or are you seeing change in the landscape?
Saudi, UAE, Qatar remain to be our strongest countries. Definitely, we're seeing a surge in Egypt as well. You know, this is where a lot of projects are coming on board, whether from the public sector or from the high-end private organizations as well. So these countries remain to be our focus from both stability and growth perspective.
So there's huge rollout of infrastructure happening in Saudi, for example, airports, metros, automation of the ports, tourism and all that. What will you do about this? Does it need more channel partners? Does it need a more on-ground presence? How are you going to target that sort of opportunity?
A great question. Today we've hired many new sales people on the ground, because we need to hit it while it's hot, and so we have the guys completely focused on our enterprise accounts and major accounts, while working as well with the channel in order to spread and meet the complete market today. So we have a very strong channel ecosystem, especially in Saudi, with a couple of elite partners, which is our highest level of partnership, as well as a lot of premier and authorized partners spanning the entirety of the Saudi landscape.
So as you, as the number one head of the whole region, how would you make sure you don't miss out on the opportunity in the metro urbanization, for example? I mean, because it's a consortium, I mean, just to whatever little bit I know, 1,200 partners. How will you make sure that Riverbed is top of mind for anybody who's heading up the network infrastructure, for example?
We're continuously engaged in different industry events, as well as in these consortiums themselves. We are engaged on a face-to-face basis through our salespeople on the ground. They're based in Saudi. Their bread and butter every day is to make sure that we meet those customers every day.